Friends, so I'm going to do a little Q&A today on this one question I got on YouTube on the intake at Plain State Jail and the strip search process, what it's like, and if it's in a big group and everything. Okay, so first of all, I should probably go back to my prison story times because it's been a while. And to y'all, so this is actually the same anywhere you go. I would say that whether it's counties or state prisons or federal prisons, I would say I've had the same experience everywhere. In some places, yes, it's like a one-on-one like strip, search with the officer, but many other times it's not. And I would actually say that the worst place or like the most tripped out place for me with the whole strip search is at Harris County Jail because I'm naturally not like a shy person. I mean, at all. I don't know if it's because I was raised like with a bunch of girls. It was like my mom, my sister, my cousins, like we're all girls. So we'll kind of like, I'm not gonna say we'll walk around naked, but it was like, you know how it is, right? Also, I was so young, so it wasn't like something that, I mean, I've heard people be like traumatized behind experiences like this, when going to jail or prison. But for me, it wasn't like that. But Harris County Jail was the craziest one for me because it's like a whole gym, full of women, like probably like 100 women, all getting like stripped down. And that means like a squat, like a spread, bend over and squat type of thing. So that was really tripped out for me. But other than that, I mean, the specific process at Plain State, I think it was like a whole, group strip search and same thing, but I don't know if it was that many of us like it was at Harris County. But I do remember when we left Harris County, I was given like some belongings because I was arrested in some like baby blue and white Jordans. I actually had like matching nails and everything. So I remember leaving Harris County with them and like getting to Plain State Jail with them and having to mail them out. I remember that for sure. And I think, I don't know if it was like rings or it was something, some of my belongings left with me. And that's actually like a whole story time that I've never shared. I don't think I have. I actually remember the specific day that I pulled chain to prison. They get you in this white bus. And it was just a bunch of us. It was a bunch of us, youngsters too. And the baby aggravated tank that I had been in because I had an aggravated case, right? So initially, and then it got dropped down, but it was still like I was still in that baby aggravated tank. I was pulled out later to with the trustees because I actually had a cousin working there. She's like, "Girl, I'm gonna pull you out." But that was not even that long. Like most of the time, I was out there with them. So I mean, there was a bunch of us homegirls, getting pulled together to prison. So we had our backs. It was one of those things that. It's not like I left afraid. I was sad, and this is something I'll never forget. After like 2 months of being in Harris County and finally being sentenced, and you get pulled out, right? That sunlight, man, that's something that I never forget. This is why I always say like, I truly appreciate the sunlight. Like it's something that I just sit out and kind of just like sit out under the sun because I've gone months without seeing daylight. And I remember like just pulling out, of the county jail and like that sun hitting my face, man, I just started like my like tears started like coming down my face. And one of these homegirls behind me were again both this one youngster like me. She was in there because she like assaulted an officer, so I think she got like three or 5 years. And I remember this girl was handcuffed and she got up like with the girl that she was cuffed with, and she reached out and she started wiping my tears. She's like, "It's gonna be all right. Like everything's gonna be all right, And it's one of those things I'll just never forget because it's not like I was bawling or anything. It was just like one of those things that you feel like nobody's watching and you're just like, damn, like what am I doing in this prison bus, So for me, like the process, all that was not even hard for me. Like it's not one of the things that just haunts me or anything like that. To me, it was just the fact that like I ended up in that situation. That's what will make me like just like super sad, But yes, it's a whole lot of that goes on in prison. Like there's so many more things to share. I wouldn't even know where to start, but I should probably get back to it.